should we play?
One person. Should we go? Cool. I think we're live. Are we live? We're live. Amazing. Hello. Welcome to, this is episode 43. We're very quickly approaching that 1 year mark. Damn. We are live from Poland.
Yes. So we are in Krakow, Poland, and we are here for Umbraco Poland Festival. It's our third edition here. We have a really great day, but we cannot show you guests because they're eating lunch right now, and we are just here waiting for our turn. It's a great day. I think we just finished discussion panel, and probably we will tell you more about what happened already, and then discuss what happened during this week. We were here for most of it. You were here, Callum, from...
Yeah, I've been here since Friday, kind of exploring Krakow. Had a nice weekend. The weather's been good. Doing some Umbraco stuff too. People might have seen on Twitter that the Cogworks team, we kind of don't really get together that often, and we did some hacking. We made a chatbot. We'll put whatever we discuss, we'll put links to in the description, because even though this is our most high-tech setup we've ever had, and I'll tweet a picture of that. This is we don't have a machine or anything to share.
It's really weird not being in control of the stream. But yeah, we were here in Krakow. We were hacking some stuff yesterday. We were organizing hackathon. It was combined hackathon for V7 and V8. There were some people who were starting their journey with contributing to Umbraco project and open source in general. It was great, and today it's festival. I think that we will focus on festival. But we had one big thing this week. It was an Umbraco security patch, right? And when we were scanning Twitter activity or anything else about Umbraco this week, it was mostly around it, right?
Yeah, I think yesterday everyone was just tweeting, "Oh, I've patched all my sites. I've got 20 more sites to patch," or whatever. That was most of people's days yesterday. I know that we spent a bit of time looking at the patch yesterday too, and had a great chat with Sebastian as well about a few inside details about that security patch. Really interesting. It was great to see that Element 78, I think they're called, in Bristol, were the ones that found it, and they were the ones that raised it, and they got some credit, which is awesome. And I'm looking forward to hearing more about the whole process of how that incident came about and how the patch came about. I think it was well handled by HQ as well. The community seems ready. No one seems to be annoyed. And well, I touch wood, I haven't heard of it being exploited yet. But get patching if you haven't.
Yeah, it's an easy fix. It's a file replacement basically with backwards compatibility, and we all know that it was in the client dependency framework, which is used by Umbraco. All sites were affected, most of them, because there were some criteria to meet, but yeah, upgrade your size. What we've done yesterday, because we were focused on festival and hackathon, we just replaced files on our servers manually mostly, and we will just apply it for the whole continuous integration deployment process next week. But our sites are safe. You should be safe as well. Let's talk maybe about festival then. We had a keynote done by Rune at the beginning, and also right now we had a great discussion panel. It was about open source contributions, why it's beneficial for developers and companies to do open source in their organizations, e-commerce, and also some kind of business development, why Umbraco is good for companies and agencies, and to just have it in the portfolio of services. What's your thoughts? You were participating, of course, but what's your thoughts about panel and conference in general?
Well, the conference is great. This is my second time in Krakow, and the Poland Festival is always great. The panel was really, really nice. We had a nice kind of diverse mix of people. So people from business-focused backgrounds and people, developers like myself. And we also had Runa from HQ to talk about all the different angles of open source software, but also the kind of business side that maybe for a developer conference and as developers we don't normally talk about. So that was really nice. The word Sitecore was mentioned quite a few times. WordPress, SharePoint, Episerver, but it's a friendly space. No one was advocating it. Anyone that advocated it, we asked them to leave, I think. But yeah, the morning's been great. I'm looking forward to this afternoon as well. I think everyone's having lunch now. I think once everyone's recovered a bit from their hangovers. Yesterday was a very heavy night, very late night, and an early start this morning. Then the content this afternoon is really going to kick off, and there's some really great talks coming up. I'm looking forward to Emma's talk on headless and Xamarin.
Yeah, about yesterday, when I went back to my hotel and I get sleep because I needed to be here in the morning, some guys called me at 3 a.m. that they just arrived and they want to party. So yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. But yeah, we are all looking forward for those talks. And when we were preparing festival, it was our goal to have a really diverse talks in different topics and areas, because Umbraco is used everywhere, right? And there are some mobile applications which are consuming Umbraco data. There are some fancy search stuff done using the Umbraco data, and also e-commerce is a big thing. We are not doing e-commerce, but we've learned a lot about e-commerce already, and that's great to see that. And maybe focusing on festivals, because we have festival season. This is the start of festival season. So yeah, we have Dark Festival on the roadmap. 2 weeks, yeah, October 5th. There are still some tickets, right? Dutch Festival, US Fest?
Yeah, so Dutch Festival is in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks today. We're both going to be there. There'll be a umbraCoffee. There is also the US Fest the following week. I'm going to be there. There'll be an umbraCoffee. The Danish Festival's the week after that. I don't think either of us are going to be there, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a lot of events coming up, and they're really pushing tickets. Also, UK Fest and Swedish Festival all happening in November. There's been a lot of talk today because we've got the team from Byte 5 here who run the German event too. So there's a lot of exciting festivals coming up. And actually, I saw on Twitter just now a little bit of buzz about another Australian festival. So we may be seeing one of those in the next 6 months or so. That could be really awesome. I think you said last week that the Poland Festival is really kicking off the festival calendar, because we've had a gap since Code Garden. Nothing's really happened. But now we've got jam-packed events up till the end of the year. Events going to be happening in early next year too. So there's a lot to be looking forward to. And I think HQ are probably going to be doing whatever they can to get as many people from HQ there to talk about the cool stuff that they're working on. V8 potentially, headless, cloud. There's a lot of cool stuff which Runa spoke about in his keynote this morning.
I think that it's also good to talk a little about how Umbraco changed. I think even from the first festival's perspective, Umbraco is really helping right now for the festival organizers. They are sending HQ representatives. They are helping organize the events. They send some swag for us. It's all on the swag table right now. But also yesterday it was great to see how easy is to contribute right now, and each question has its answer somewhere, either in the contributions guidelines, either on the GitHub itself or documentation. And that was really great because Sebastian was there, but he wasn't bombarded by questions like it was sometimes in the past. And people are just starting contributing to open source. And today we've learned how Umbraco can be compared with other systems, why Umbraco is better, or why Umbraco shouldn't be used in some cases, for example, because there are some cases like that as well. And yeah, that's great to see that. And I think that it's also amazing that those events are just done not to show off what Umbraco can, but also to discuss where it fits for business, where it fits for developers, how it can change their lives. Just a piece of software, right?
Yeah, it's also cool to see non-developer topics and even people that would not class themselves as developers attending these events, coming along, feeling like they have feeling like they can take away some value. It's a shift from the Umbraco community, which has been quite developer focused. I know we've got people here that aren't developers, and that's awesome. Something we want to do with umbraCoffee as well as do some kind of more editor focused or less technical things, technical discussions. So it's great to see the community going in that direction. I was going to say, you mentioned swag as well. We've also got some swag. I'm wearing my umbraCoffee hoodie And the straight out of Cogworks hats.
This is great, really.
These are awesome. So Marcin has got these fantastic like pixelated glasses, which kind of goes really nicely with our theme and the awesome T-shirt this year, the High Five You Rock thing. We've got some T-shirts from Umbraco HQ, but we've also got some umbraCoffee goodies to give away. I have like tons of stickers, loads of them. We've got a couple of T-shirts. I think they're both mediums. I don't know how we're giving those away. Are they a prize?
I don't know. I know right now. Let's maybe engage you, people who are watching it. Let us know what happened in Umbraco this week. Besides patch, and we can give away one T-shirt for people who are watching, because we are doing it for you. And we will give away one T-shirt for someone here for a great question, I think. And as Callum said, we will be at various events. We want to cover community news and of course side of the this side of the activity around Umbraco. And yeah, that's great to have opportunities like that. Do you want to add something?
I think the one thing I would add is the past few weeks I've done my contribution of the week, and I think this week we have to say contribution of the week goes to Element 78 for their work on the patch, because, or not on discovering the issue, because it was from speaking to Sebastian yesterday, it was surprisingly quite easy to exploit, but not something you would think of. So they've clearly put quite a bit of work in, and companies like that and the work like that just helps the project move along. Means we have more secure sites, obviously, too, but yeah, we now have like it makes the community a better place. It's the kind of open sharing thing that we want. They're not a company that's maybe hugely prominent in the community, but they're stepping up and contributing in a massive way, helping a ton of people out. So that's my contribution of the week this week.
That definitely. And in terms of communication, that's also why we want to communicate with you and between us as well. But the way how it was handled is really worth it of appreciation, and big high five for Umbraco and for everyone involved in that. And we've heard it today from multiple mouths that people were surprised that this is how it should be handled. Open communication. We communicated for our clients. We weren't hiding issue, because it's an issue. It should be solved. That's done. You are safe right now until the next issue. But yeah, that's awesome, and this is definitely what was the main focus during this week. Yeah.
I was just going to say as well, we have an audience of 3 people, and I just want to say another High Five You Rock for coming here when there's people eating lunch to come and watch this. It's cool, and we've got people watching online, so we'll give you some stickers and stuff. And as Marcin said, tell us what the news was this week, because we've been so busy. And also, I think the patch was the main bit of news. I don't think anyone did anything beyond that. But if you can tell us, we'll have some swag for you.
So we are going to eat lunch now, and thank you for watching, and follow Umbraco hashtags, follow the activity from today, and hopefully people will share what they've learned. And of course, we're recording everything, so we will have recordings as soon as possible, which is great. See ya then. Cheers.